Local 4 News starts now with a forewarned weather alert.
A winter blast hitting Metro Detroit. Snow has been falling off and on the past several hours across the area. While some spots are not seeing too much in the way of accumulation, snow bands are bringing intense snowfall to other areas.
Road crews out working hard right now to try to keep the roadways safe, but it will be an uphill battle in some communities to get things cleared out by the morning commute. We've
seen spurts of heavy snow through some of our sky cams tonight.
Yeah, trust us, snow not a pretty sight if you're working the late shift or driving in the early morning hours. We'll need to be mindful of these quickly changing road conditions. But again, it's all about the placement and location of these bands. Let's start things off here at 11 with Kim Adams tracking this all day. Kim?
Well, we have had several bands came in right on time about 8 o'clock tonight, and they're continuing at this hour, the heaviest of which are right now in parts of Macomb County up into St. Clair County. For Armada, Macomb, Richmond, you have very heavy snowfall. The roads are getting slippery. And then as we get up into St. Clair County, same thing. Then we'll look back into the rest of Metro Detroit, downtown Detroit, just getting some light snow here and there. At times it's even mixed with a little rain as this front has not come through. And so temps are just above freezing. Out to the west, we also have a few snow showers. I'll zoom in a little closer here. You folks in Taylor, Garden City, Wayne, and also in Belleville getting snow at this hour. Now, if you're watching TV tonight and you got that snow squall warning, you might say, what is that? Well, the criteria, heavy bands of snow, which reduce visibility to about 1/4 mile or less, also gusty winds and sub-freezing temperatures. And we have had a few areas that have had just that. Let's focus on the wind right now because it's definitely picked up even within the last 20 minutes as I've been watching this. 36 in Lansing, 30-mile-per-hour winds in Pontiac, and 32-mile-per-hour gusts at the airport. Could get even a little stronger here over the next couple of hours. So your storm timeline, bands of heavy snow and accumulation through midnight and tapering off overnight. Tomorrow morning, your morning commute will not be as dependent on the weather that's happening as it is on the road crews. And I'll explain why we're a little concerned about salt working for your morning commute coming up.
Kim, we appreciate it. And as Kim, as a forewarned weather team, has said all day, this weather isn't necessarily about the amount of snow falling, but the snow squalls.
We've got Jacqueline Francis. She's out there with Rich, our photographer, braving the roads near Detroit Metro Airport. They've got more on a new law to keep in mind as you share the road with the plows and the trucks. Let's see how things are going. Jacqueline.
That's right. Well, right now we're actually behind an MDOT truck, and that's telling us to keep our distance as well. So there's a perfect example. We're driving on I-94 East near Dearborn, and the main issue drivers are dealing with right now is visibility. The snow is blowing in the wind, making it difficult to see. Some of the signs have even been covered. And just within the last 10 to 15 minutes, we've begun to see the snow stick on the side roads, which is making those. And Oakland County road crews were called back in late this evening, that's just one example, to work through the night, preparing for that morning commute, which is going to be key. And this job is so important. Tonight we want to highlight a new law passed in Michigan, and it requires drivers to stay 200 feet from plow and salt trucks. Let's check out what this would look like.
All right, we're going to do an experiment here. In Michigan, you now have to be 200 feet behind a plow truck or a salt truck when you're driving on the roads. Well, what does 200 feet look like? It looks about 66 yards, so what better way to show you than here on a football field. Here I'm at the 30. I'm going for the 40. Now, again, this is a new law. It went into effect this past summer, and it requires drivers to be 200 feet behind a plow truck or a salt truck. And as you're looking, this is a lot of space. They say about 12 or 13 car lengths. Or if you imagine the football field, here we are. This is the 60-yard line between me and my photographer. That is how much room you got to give those plow trucks and those salt trucks this winter.
As we've been out driving tonight, we've been keeping that in mind. What is the distance? Thinking of that football field in front of you. Now, of course, that's only for a salt truck or a plow truck, but it's just a distance, not necessarily 200 feet for cars when we get this kind of winter weather. It just makes everyone a little more safe. You're going to hear Michigan State Police say that. You hear the county road crews tell us that over and over again. We're live from I-94 tonight. Jacqueline Francis, Local 4.
All right, Jacqueline, you and Rich stay safe out there.
Wayne County and some cities in Oakland County are already opening up warming centers ahead of tomorrow's snow. That list is currently growing, and we will continue to update it throughout the night on the homepage of our website, clickondetroit.com. And if you get up early tomorrow to deal with the snow, our morning team will have the very latest on the snow and any traffic trouble spots. Join the entire team starting at 4:30 a.m.
In the meantime, you can download our new Forewarn Weather app for updates on conditions. Puts interactive radar and weather alerts right there on your phone. You can track these snow showers in real time, and it's free. Just head to your app store and search WDIV.
New tonight, Local 4 has confirmed the long vacant Mammoth building on Detroit's northwest side is set to be demolished. A Wayne County judge has approved the demolition. The Mammoth building, a once grand shopping complex, has been an eyesore for nearly 25 years. The city of Detroit sued the building's owners in 2023 to have it demolished, citing the deteriorating condition and safety risks. The demolition of the Mammoth building is expected to pave the way for future development in the area. Right now, it's unclear when demo work will start.
Big changes coming to Eastern Market in 2026. Longtime CEO Dan Carmody is going to retire as of New Year's Eve. Carmody will be succeeded by the current Eastern Market president, Katie Trudeau. She previously worked with Detroit's Housing and Revitalization and Planning departments, including as deputy director on planning. We're told under the new leadership there will still be a major focus on small business growth and cultural connection. Dan has done an amazing job for Eastern Market.
Well, Detroit Mayor Mike Duggan made waves today after announcing plans to run for Michigan governor. It's a move that many, though, have been expecting.
The surprising part was his decision to run as an independent. Duggan says he made the choice after seeing what he called voter frustration with the two-party system.
You get transformed into this partisan conflict once you hit the borders of Lansing. I want to see if I can't get the legislators to reach down into their hearts and say, I came here to do things. And maybe see if we get some things done.
Lawmakers in Lansing also reacting to Duggan's move earlier today. We caught up with a few during today's session during Lame Duck.
On the face of it, it seems like a very smart way to go, because why would you want to be in a huge primary pool of candidates?
And look how terrible it went for Democrats nationally. Look at a lot of the things that Biden did with pardoning his son. I'd be running far away from that party if I was a Democrat as well. So I don't blame him.
Duggan's term as Detroit mayor ends in January of 2026, so he's still got a year to go in office. The next governor of Michigan will be elected in November of 2026. All right, new developments in the search for the shooter who gunned down the CEO of UnitedHealthcare on a busy street in New York.
Brian Thompson, shot and killed on his way to the company's annual investor conference. Investigators say the shooter fired several rounds, hitting Thompson in the back and the leg before heading into Central Park. Police are calling it a brazen, targeted attack, but the motive is still unclear.